Well, hello, Girls Empowerment Network. How are you beautiful, amazing, intelligent young ladies doing today? I hope you're doing phenomenal. And if by chance you're not, please know that I'm sending you lots of light and love and hugs in hopes that you turn it around and make it a great moment on purpose, okay? Listen, y'all, I was given the honor to come to you today in hopes of giving you some nuggets, inspiration, motivation that you might need by answering a couple of questions that was given to me and sharing a little bit about who I am. So with that, I'll jump right into it. My name is Jamie Wright, and I hail from a very small town in Oklahoma. I came up in a very humble beginnings, and that looks different for different people. But for me, it looked like when I was a little girl, oftentimes not having water. And when I did, my sister and I did have water, it was oftentimes not hot water. So we would have to warm our water up to take baths, and oftentimes we wouldn't have 3 meals of a day. Found myself making some really poor decisions as a result of some things that happened to me as a little girl. And some of those decisions led me to becoming a teenage mother. And at that point in my life, becoming a statistic, meaning that based on statistics, people counted me out and said that I wasn't going to amount to much, that I was going to be in the projects for the rest of my life, and I was going to be a high school dropout and all of these negative things, right, ladies? But I remember holding on to some words that my grandmother had imparted in me that basically fell on my heart to say, Jamie, you are not the decisions that you made. You make a decision, but it does not define who you are. I can make the decisions to turn my life around. And that's exactly what I did, you all. I beat the odds. I have an accounting degree. I have several degrees, master's degrees, several certifications in my career field as a senior analyst with the government. I've been a senior analyst with the government for nearly 20 years. So definitely define the odds. When I made the decision and when I made a conscious effort to not continue to beat myself up for the decisions that I made. So I hope that little bit of nugget touches someone in a place that they need it. And to bring that part of the conversation home, just know that through this life, we may make decisions as a result of things that happen to us that we had no control over. But I'm here to tell you, you all, that we are not the decisions that we make. And even if we do make not so good decisions, that with that same mind, but with a different mindset, we can make a decision to overcome the obstacle we might have found ourselves in. Okay, so yeah, so I was given a couple of questions about my professional career, which I'm gonna read them because I couldn't remember them, y'all. My mind is kind of old sometimes. Okay, so the first question is, what is my most challenging aspect at my job? That would be having a person in need of help that for whatever reason, whether it's a policy or whether it's a lack of funding or lack of criteria that person may or may not meet, that I can't help. I was raised to help, be of service of others when my sister and I was with my grandmother. And those were the beautiful times of our childhood memories is with my grandmother. And so when we were around my grandmother, y'all, we were always of service to other people. So that's definitely a challenging aspect of my job, is not being able to help someone in need. The next question is, what skills do I frequently use? Hands down, y'all, Reading skills, writing skills, and typing. Can I tell y'all, if y'all have the opportunity to learn 10 key or how to type on a keyboard, the little bit of time that in your entire life that it takes, maybe a couple of months, a couple of classes, just a commitment, just, you know, for a little while, that will sustain, that will carry you the rest of your life. Y'all, I'm here to tell you, invest in the time that it's going to take. Okay, invest in the time that it'll take to learn how to 10 key, meaning looking at the computer or looking at something else other than the keyboard as you type numerical things, and being able to type. That has, even when I was trying to dig myself out of the statistics, excuse me, of being a teenage mother, my typing skills helped me tremendously. Okay, so definitely reading, writing, typing is the skills I frequently use in my job. When do I feel the most powerful and confident in my work? It's definitely when I'm in service to others, in service to the clients that I have the honor of serving, and definitely when I'm in service of helping my colleagues or my management solve complex issues and problems. What coping skills do I use when I feel sad or overwhelmed? That's a beautiful, beautiful question. I'm so glad I get to answer it. My coping skills, young ladies, is my therapist. Yes, I have a therapist, and I'm unapologetic about it. I used to be ashamed of it and all this stigma around it, but I'm here to tell you life is much better with my therapist, my licensed therapist. I also love to read. I love to dance, and I love, 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 you all, when I'm reading, to read intentional books like self-help books from amazing authors like Brene Brown. She's a well-known person all over the world, but definitely well-known here in the Houston area. And so lastly, the most powerful question that I had on this piece of paper was, what insight would I share with my 14-year-old self? I say this is the most powerful question on this sheet of paper, you all, because I was 14 when I became a mother for the first time. So through my 14-year-old, very broken, very sad little girl, I would speak to her and let her know that she is loved, that she matters, and that this world needs her voice. So don't give up and continue to push. And those words, young ladies, are the same words that wherever you are in your life right now, whatever age you are, I would challenge you to remember that you matter. You are loved. In this world, this big, big world needs your voice. That's all I have. I hope and I pray that you young ladies live a phenomenal life. You have a phenomenal day, week, and moment on purpose. And hopefully we get to do this again soon.